Hello and welcome to Dad Got This, where it's the tough questions like, what's an easy chicken dish I can make on my Ninja Woodfire that's not boring? And why did the chicken go to the gym? That second one's easy, to work on his pecs. Today, we're gonna make chicken margarita. It's a super simple dish that goes together in no time. First thing we're gonna do is knock out a simple pico de gallo, but my pico de gallo is missing cilantro because they were out of it at the store. So, pico de gallo minus cilantro. Here's a fantastic little trick if you need to slice cherry tomatoes. Get yourself 2 little plastic lids like this. They go on these containers. Turn them upside down. You want the indented part like this. Take your tomatoes. This is 1 pint of cherry tomatoes. Put them in like that. Take the other side. Go like that. Sharp knife. You have a bunch of cherry tomatoes now cut perfectly in half. Love that trick. We don't need them much further than this. We're gonna go just in half again. When cutting tomatoes specifically, you want a very sharp knife. This is the best test of a sharp knife. A dull knife will just push through them. It won't actually slice them. I'm being very loose with my dice here. It's not even a dice, it's just chunked cherry tomatoes. Chopped cherry tomatoes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need 2. I'm making 1 with peppers and 1 without, so let's see how much this fills. That should be good. Probably don't need the second one. I have 2 onions. I like a mix of sweet and red onion in my pico. Just a rough little dice. I'm gonna put the majority of this in this one, which is going to be mine, and then just a splash in there. 1 jalapeno. I keep the seeds and everything. Now this is not gonna make it spicy. I need a bigger container. For the heat, I've got some chili flake, and these are smoked dried habaneros. We grow habaneros here at the house, but the season is out right now, so I smoke some and dry them so I have it throughout the year. And all I gotta do is crush that bad boy up in there. And now all we need is some lime juice. I don't know, a couple tablespoons, 1/4 cup. Just kind of go by eye, put a bunch in there. Then me, it's not traditional, but I like a little bit of pineapple juice in mine. It sweetens it up. And salt. I'm using Diamond Crystal Kosher salt. Start with maybe a teaspoon, and then just give this a nice mix. It is missing that freshness of the cilantro, but some people hate cilantro, so to add a little bit of that herby flavor, I've got some herbes de Provence. I just want some herbiness in there. These should be good just to add a little bit of that flavor. I said this is not a real pico de gallo, but now you can do this up to 3 days ahead. This stuff is just great to sit in the fridge. It actually kind of gets better with age. To the fridge. For the chicken, I'm gonna use some boneless, skinless chicken breast. Trying to be a little healthy in the new year. And we're gonna dry brine the chicken. All that means is coat it with salt and let it sit for a period of time. 1 to overnight hours. How much salt you use depends on what kind of salt you have. I have Diamond Crystal Kosher salt. For this amount of chicken, it's about 7 to 8 grams of salt. Now, if you want to be very precise, you get a scale out and you weigh it, but I've done this so many times, I kind of know about how much salt to put on there. You just want a nice kind of dusting of salt. Like so. And you sit this in a fridge uncovered until you're ready to use it. I happen to have done one last night. Let me go get it. This is the one I did last night. There's no salt on the exterior of the chicken. There's no moisture really. Everything has reabsorbed into the chicken, which is going to season our chicken very nicely. So, other than the salt, all we're gonna do is coat it with a little bit of olive oil. In this application, I like olive oil for the flavor that it's gonna add to our chicken. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of black pepper. A little bit of those herbes de Provence to add a little bit of herby flavor. And dad dust. 50% granulated onion, 50% granulated garlic, splash of MSG. And there you go. Season the other side. Time to set up the wood fire. Grab your pellet hopper and fill it with pellets and give it the dad shake. The dad shake either compacts the pellets and makes it burn better, separates the pellets and gives it lots of air and makes it burn better, or does absolutely nothing and just makes me feel like it burns better. I still do it every time.
We're going to set it to the smoker setting, 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and I don't know, an hour and 20 minutes.
You could smoke them right on here, no problem, but I like to put them on this. I get better airflow underneath, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the thickest one that I have, and I'm gonna put a probe in it. Like so. That one may have been thicker, but I think we'll be fine. The goal here is an absolute final temp of 165, but we gotta stop it before that so we have time to do the next step, which is to broil it with some mozzarella cheese on top, or mozzarella if you are an Italian from New Jersey. I want some nice kind of thin slices so they melt quickly. That should be enough. I love this cheese. Let's go put this chicken on. Because I have the Pro XL, I'm gonna launch my app here. We're gonna change this to a thermometer cook. I wanna set it to manual, and I'm looking for 145 Fahrenheit. Now that is pretty far shy of our 165 final, but I want time for rest, carryover, and the broil process. So I think this should be good. And now we wait. Time to check these. These are gonna be perfect. They're right where I want them.
And now we're just going to go ahead and set it to broil.
I'm gonna give that guy at least 5 minutes to preheat. I want it nice and hot. You know what? I don't feel like cleaning up a mess of cheese. So I'm gonna put that bad boy down. That's a little matte. We'll give that about 5 minutes. Boom. Okay, don't do that. Be better than me. It took about 7 minutes under the broiler. You don't want to cut them right away. Give them about 5 minutes to rest and help the juices redistribute. Otherwise, they're just going to end up on the cutting board. I'll see you in about 5. All right, let's cut a couple slices of this guy. And then I like a little bit of olive oil on mine. And there you go, a super simple, fresh, and pretty healthy chicken meal. I can't wait to try this. Take a little shot from the middle here. A little cheese, little pico, chicken. That chicken is perfectly cooked. It is tender, it is juicy, it is not dry like people expect chicken breasts to be, and it is perfectly seasoned. That is so good. There's a hint of smoke in there. And the great thing about it is almost all of the work can be done ahead of time, so you just end up throwing it on the smoker, and it doesn't take that long. It only took that long. That ain't bad. If you're looking for other great wood fire recipes, check out my cookbook, Bad Jokes, Good Food. Lots of bad dad jokes, lots of great wood fire recipes. I got brisket, I got ribs, I got chicken, I got fish in here, whole bunch of stuff. It's only 25 bucks, link in the description to my website. If you're enjoying this content, please do the likey subscribe thing. YouTube loves it when you leave a like. I love it when you leave a comment. I answer just about every comment in my comment section. You really want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. You get all kinds of awesome benefits, but if you can't, subscribing would be enough. Just subscribing to a small channel like mine means so much to me. I'm really trying to grow this channel this year, and I would really appreciate it if you gave me a little subscribe. So, with all that out of the way, I guess there's only one question left to answer. Why do chickens do really well in the Army? Because they understand the pecking order. Yeah, pretty bad. Dad may tell horrible dad jokes, cook amazing chicken dishes on the wood fire, but one thing Dad will never do is an outro. So that's it. Bye.
This is the part where I thank all of my members. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for your support, and rock on. I don't know why I said rock on, but rock on.
Espresso. I'm filming early.